Hello everybody, I'm SnipingIsFun, and this is my Halloween special review. Yeah, it's not exactly Halloween. Things were going on and whatnot, and these reviews are late, so better late than never anyways. And this is going to be the first of 3 reviews that's going to be for my Halloween special reviews. And the first one is The Sims 3 on the Nintendo DS. Just to get started, I'm just going to do the review right now. Sims 3 on the DS, I rented these reviews were supposed to be a while back, so I rented these games like a couple weeks ago, so yeah, my memory is a little bit faded, but not much. So, let's get on to the review. The Sims 3 on DS, it's basically it's more of a Sims game than the old handheld ones where Herbs and Sims 2 and all that were. You know, it's more of a Sims game. You raise the family up and everything. And the gameplay it's basically it's normally how a Sims game works. I can't really explain. It's basically you just go around, you take care of your needs, go in the bathroom, getting a job, making your house and everything. And you make one sim when you start off, and then I've seen people, I don't know if you can create more, when you originally start off, you can create more than one family member, but you can get another family member. You can get a wife/husband, depending on your character. And because I've seen families that had more than one person in it, so I'm sure you end up getting married and whatnot too. And you live in this neighborhood where you can go around, you can go to other people's houses. You can go to your neighbors' houses, but you only can go in if you're a good friend with them. Or because you can't just sneak in their house. That'd be cool and all, but you can't. And you can go around to the certain places to get jobs, and certain neighborhood places like the art museum and all that there. And you can take classes at certain places to boost up your skills. And that's basically the whole idea of the gameplay. So it's basically like the normal Sims game, where you live in your house and take care of your Sims life, but you also can go out to the neighborhood and visit other people. The graphics presentation of the game, for a DS game, they're actually pretty good. They're not the best, I would say, out of a DS game. There are DS games out there that are better, but I think they did a decent style in the graphics department for the characters, I think. And it's not bad, but it's not technically good. But it has a good. It looks like a Sims game. I think it's a little bit of a downgrade from Sims 2 almost, but not by much. I think, especially at least in the face department, I would say. And just the whole idea, the textures on the houses and the buildings and whatnot, they look pretty good too. The sound of the game is pretty good. It's basically like a sound game. They speak their Simlish language, and the music on when you go on the radio, and just the atmosphere, the songs, it's pretty much what you would normally hear from a Sims game. So the sound's actually pretty good for what a Sims game should be. The story, in the final category, the story, there's not actually a story per se in the game. It's just you take your sim and just live your life. But in a way, it actually is a story, because it's not a told out story that's told for you. You tell your own story by living your sim's life, technically. So yeah, and that's really about it. There's not really much to speak about in this game. So basically, I could say there's a few bad points to this game, which I think are on all the other versions too. You're only allowed one family per file. You can't create your neighbors or anything. And that's what I'm expecting from these games. But you only can create your one family and live that way. I don't know if there's any way to have more than one, but as far as I know, there's only one. And just that not every place you go to you can actually go into. More of them just you stand outside the building, you see your guy. You just wait till your sim gets done in the building, doing what they're doing, if they're taking a class or something. There are buildings though that you go into, but I think more places should have been there though, that you can actually go into and visit people. But besides that, I don't think there's much negatives with this game. For a Sims game that's on a handheld, it's actually quite good. And if you're a fan of the Sims series, especially the handheld ones, I recommend you play it. I mean, it's not the story ones in the past, if you played Herbs or Sims 2 or whatever, or Busting Out. on the Game Boy Advance / DS, and it's like a story-based one. It's more open-ended, like an actual Sims game. And if you're a fan of the Sims series, and if you can look past the whole, you only can make one family per file. It offers you 3 files, though. I don't know if there's anything else. If there is any way to get more than one family, can you please let me know? I don't know. As far as I remember, I didn't really get that far into the game to see if you could, but I don't think so. And if you can look past that, you'll probably enjoy this game, especially if you're a big fan of the Sims series and like playing on different systems instead of just like the people out there that really just play the PC versions. If you like playing the console versions too, and you like trying to have a handheld one for you on the go, this might be good for you. I recommend maybe a rental at least to give it a try. And if you really like it, you can go buy it. So in the end, I give the gameplay a 7.5 out of 10. The graphics, the presentation game, an 8.5 out of 10. The sound of the game, an 8 out of 10. And the story of the game, a 7.5 out of 10. Because basically it's just create your own kind of story, because that's how The Sims really is. So in the end, I give The Sims 3 on the Nintendo DS a 7.9 out of 10. It's like, I roughed the score out and it was like about 7.875 or so, but it's rounded up to about 7.9. And I think it's pretty good. And that's my review of The Sims 3 on the DS. Hope you look forward to my next review, which is going to be on SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 on the Nintendo Wii. See you guys in that video. Peace.